following presentation of the National Football League.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. And tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
Now his third team in the last 3 years. You remember Denver to Pittsburgh and now here in New York. He showed flashes of the vintage rush throughout the year in 2024 with the Steelers. Now he's looking to sustain those flashes for his new team in the Big Apple.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And let's go ahead and keep this one simple. He had one of the most impressive rookie seasons in NFL history. A true dual-threat quarterback. He can reach a variety of ways. Took his team to the conference championship last season, trying to take them to the Super Bowl in year 2.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Here's Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run here with a rookie. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to have the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Zach Ertz, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw is Wilson. Throw left side taken in by Slayton. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And they go play action. Daniels. Got a man. It's Rodriguez. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
17 yards. And the Commander's first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Play action, now it's Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To the air goes Daniels. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Giants nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again with Tracy. A pause here for an injured player, and this would be an important one. Von Miller in some discomfort on the field right now. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
The Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
Jim, hey, watch it, watch it. Stop her.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. That second down play nets a -4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Washington offense back out there. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Daniel's going to try to sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
So that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York's offense back out there and set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
That time on the run-pass option, when he decided to throw it, not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14 to 10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
3rd and 9 here. To throw is Daniels. That is caught. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Samuel going to go in motion right. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Daniels looking to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
Pass complete to Terry McLaurin. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Daniels. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 33 yards. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Darius Slayton and the rest of this offense about to begin their next drive. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a New York Giant.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Here's Wilson. Robinson's got it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On to punt, Jamie Gillen.
For the Giants.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. The Commanders' offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Zach Ertz has it complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's 2nd and 8. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Zach Ertz with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now they've ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants now are going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Motioning to the left is Robinson. Throwing is Wilson. It's complete to Robinson. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. In motion left, Robinson. Now Wilson. This one is Slayton over the middle. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now Wilson. He's caught a sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. So they went with a trickery there on the fake punt, hoping to catch that return team flat-footed, but it did not work out.
And you were talking about trying to catch them flat-footed. That's what they were hoping for, trying to catch them off guard. But that's a well-coached team on the other side. They were more than prepared, and they were able to stop it.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Daniels. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle. launching.
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And New York set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Play action, now it's Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And a good-looking run there as he'll take us inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10. Off the play fake. Daniels. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Gay's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Washington field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he takes it in for McLaurin from 8 yards out. And the Commanders are pouring it on. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards.
Giants first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And they're going to get to him. A sack back at the 9-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
What's going on, guys?
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now they go screen. It's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Gano for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this to the 34-yard line. 83 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And the Washington first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. On the give, it's Tracy. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Right back to Tracy. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's got this down to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Oh, it's a screen. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to offer him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Daniels looking to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing now is Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Giants going to take over again on offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. Catch made by Slayton.
Wilson's pass complete to Darius Slayton. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. To throw is Wilson. That's complete. It's Neighbors. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing is Wilson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game, and that continued with that first down run.
That's caught left side by Neighbors. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 44 yards. And the Giants get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. That one looks like he'll throw here. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
8-yard gain brings up second down at the 33-yard line.
Second down and a yard. Inside handoff. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.